so that we don't have to come up and team up. And also, I asked them the other thing. I was like, why we can't divorce just because you are going to the commission? Because I didn't understand how I get involved with the commission. Because commission has never called me. There's nothing that involves me with any SOCs or with his work because I've never worked for government. So then he explained that, like, if we divorce, we're gonna lose a spousal privilege. So he wants to go to the commission while we're still married. So that brought confusion to me, but I said to him, I don't want to give him my gadgets. And it ended there. And he was a bit annoyed. So he went back. So that expert was in his study room. So I think they spoke, the guy left. A week or 2 weeks later, that's where everything started. And then it was the arrest, where I got arrested. So the Hawks came to our home because I sent a WhatsApp to Malusi's friend. So Malusi called me at home. He said, the police are calling me. So I went downstairs at home and they said they want all my gadgets. So I asked them, why you want all my gadgets? They said they want all my gadgets because I sent a WhatsApp message to Malusi's friend. And then I said, okay, I was carrying a phone, but not this one, a one before this upgrade. So I said to them, okay, here's the phone that I used, but I deleted the message. So they said they need to take the phone. I said, there's no problem, but this is the phone that I use. You can take it. They said, no, we want all your gadgets, and we need to go with you upstairs because we know that all your gadgets are upstairs. So I said, okay, I'm coming back. They said, no, I'm not allowed to go on my own. They have to come with me. So in the time, we all went, before we go upstairs, then I said, I want to go to the bathroom. And then they refused. They said, I'm not allowed to go on my own. Then I begged them that I can go to the bathroom. So then one police, I don't know, must I mention their names or I mustn't? I can. I don't know, must I mention their names or not?
Yeah. Mr. Maybeck?
I don't have any difficulty, but Ms. Gigaba, perhaps you could just speak to your affidavit,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
Yes.
So they went upstairs with me. My kids were there with me, so we all went upstairs. Then we went to my bedroom. So then they said they want my iPad. So then I said I haven't used my iPad for 2 years because I used to use where I used to work. So then they said they want it, and they also told me that they want my laptop. Then I gave them my laptop, and then they asked me where is my Huawei phone. I was just shocked because I didn't tell them that I have a Huawei phone. So they told me, where is my Huawei phone? So then I went with them in my walking-in closet, which it's my bedroom. Then you go in closer to the bedroom. So the police came with me. Then I took the Huawei phone, then I gave it to them. So they took all my phones, and all of us, we went downstairs. So when we were downstairs, they asked me to put my phones at the center of the table. They said, they have to take all my gadgets, they have to leave with them. So then I asked them why all my gadgets need to be taken for a WhatsApp message. And I'm not denying that I sent the message. And here's the phone that I used. So why all the gadgets, and especially the laptop? And I even told them that I was using my laptop for school because I was writing exams at the time. So can they leave it? So they refused. They said they have to take everything. Then I asked them, can I call a lawyer? They said I'm not allowed to call a lawyer. Then I said, I know that right, each and every person in South Africa, you have a right to call a lawyer. They said that right only remains with SAPS, not with the Hawks. They are the Hawks, so I don't have that right. So, which they refused for me to call the lawyer because I wanted to call the lawyer to ask why my gadgets were taken by the Hawks. So after that, they asked me. So one of them was sitting on my right-hand side, other one was sitting on my left side, my left-hand side. And then so this one on the right, he said to me, I need to put all my password and my pins, and they want to make sure that my gadgets are working. And firstly, we had an argument because I said, no, why I have to give you my gadgets? Because if you're doing an investigation, you can take the gadgets because I work in the IT industry. You can take the gadgets, you put them on the machine, you can be able to download everything. I don't have to give you my password and my pins. So they said I need to cooperate with them, because if I don't, I'm going to be arrested by that time. So I still wanted to argue with them, but I look at my son. My son was behind me because he was crying. I look at him, then I was like, let me just not fight, because I don't want my son to see this. Let me just give them my gadgets. So then we started. I give them my passcode, which they put. They wanted my PIN, they put them. We went through each and every gadget. They wanted to make sure they wrote them on the paper, all my pins and everything. And then after that, they took all my gadgets, 5 of them, they put them in a plastic. And then, so after that, they said, oh, we were here, there was a scratching of the car in the house. So the minute they say that, they said, oh, we need to take the gadgets, we are investigating something in the house, so we are going. So which they left with my gadgets on the day, all of them. Then after that, I asked the helper to give me the phone. I called a friend of mine who's a lawyer. I told her the whole story. Then he said, no, it's a lie. Hoax and SAPS, everyone in the country, you have a right to call the lawyer. And also, they're not supposed to take my gadgets just because I send a WhatsApp, or even if there was a scratch car at home. And that, it was that they left. I went to Malusi upstairs. He was sitting upstairs. Then I told them that these people, they took my phones. Why they are taking my gadgets? Malusi said to me, just let the police do their job. I was like, why? The police are doing their job. Why all that? Because I was just so confused. What have I done wrong? And they left with my gadgets. The whole week. So the whole week I kept on asking him, because I was writing exams. And that time we were on, I think on level 4, level 3. I was doing online classes and I need to submit my exams. And then I had nothing to use. And I couldn't go to study at my friend's place because that time we were not allowed to visit. But Malusi kept on telling me that, no, the police are working, they will bring back my stuff. And then the week ended. The second week, I went to, I called a friend of mine again. I asked her that, can you please get me a lawyer? I want to open a case because my gadgets are not back yet. And I don't understand. Malusi keep on saying, no, they are coming back. So then he said he's going to call the general manager, I think the Brigadier, which is Brigadier Ngwenya, those police who came, they're reporting to him. Malusi said he's going to call him to bring back my gadgets. And then I asked him 2 hours later, I said, what did he say? So he said, no, he can't call him, he needs to go meet him because the intelligence is listening to them and their phones.
And ultimately, when did they bring them back, or did they
My gadgets were
not
brought
bring
back.
them back?
They didn't, they only brought back my gadgets after I was arrested. That was 2 weeks later.
And when they came back, was the information that,
Yes.
was the information still there that,
A lot of information was not on my gadgets. So the kind of information that was deleted on my gadgets, because the day I got arrested, I said to Malusi in the morning, if the police are not here today to bring my gadgets, because I've been waiting for you, I went to see a lawyer, and my lawyer, we're going to go open the case. If they're not here by 2 p.m., I'm opening a case, and you will explain that, because I had everything that now this was unlawful. It was not supposed to happen. So on that day, we waited. Malusi said, no, they're on the way. Then he said, I'm going to help you with my own computer. So Malusi was typing my assignment. Then I was writing my other assignment, so which was 2 assignments I was doing at the same time because I was a bit behind, but the school understood. So what happened on that day, while I was waiting for them to bring my gadgets, Malusi came in the room. He said, the police are here looking for you. I jumped quickly and I was so excited. I thought they were bringing my gadgets. So when I got there, they said, you're under arrest. We need to arrest you now. I said, what have I done? They said, you're under arrest. And then I asked them that, can I go change? So they said, I'm not allowed to go alone. So they went with me, then I changed, then I got arrested on that day. And then,
And that was not the day they brought back your gadgets?
No.
And how long after that did they bring back?
they were brought back 3 days later on Tuesday. Because I got arrested on Friday, the 31st of July. So I couldn't get a bail on that day because when the Hawks arrested me, they switched off their phones and also they were nowhere to be found and they left the police station with the dockets.
Once the gadgets were back, were you able to establish whether the kind of information that
Yes.
you say Mr. Gigaba had said he wanted to be deleted was still there? Or
Because, so I went on my phone on Tuesday, after I appeared in court on Monday. So on Tuesday, we went to fetch my gadgets at police station. Then I started opening all of them. Then what I found out, everything Malusi, when he explained, when he said what we need to delete, everything that related to the Guptas and to the trips that we've taken as a family, to the car that was bought by the Guptas. So then I started paging to check. So they didn't delete everything, all my data, but what was deleted is all our trips that we did to Dubai, that the Guptas pay for us, and it was all the pictures of the car that the car that was given as a gift to him, and also it was a henna picture that I took at Sun City at their wedding, at the Gupta wedding. So most of all the information, it was related to that. So everything was deleted.
Okay, Mr. Maibach.